Hey, all right, here we are. Back with another one. And another one. Got these mugs already here waiting for me. It's good, nice and cold. As always, I'm Yogi Diesel. Episode 9, Beer Quest. We are on the hunt. We just keep traveling along. New parts of the world. No, I'm just kidding. Over here. It's kind of changing some things up. Maybe not. But today we are going with Dragon's Milk White Bourbon Barrel Aged White Stout, and we got Rochester Mills Beer Co., part of the Milkshake series. It's a Blondie. We got a blonde ale brewed with milk, sugars, coffee, vanilla, and white chocolate. Ooh. Cold brewed with white pine coffee. And let's see here. A thick blonde ale brewed with flaked oats and lactose and aged on white pines, locally roasted coffee beans with vanilla and white chocolate. 15 IBUs, 5.0 alcohol, Pilsner, crystal, white wheat, flaked oats for the malt blend. Super Galena for featured hops. $6.18.20 Best Buy. Clean can. Sticker, just like the rest of them. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh. I'm like getting it on my nose. So I smell the coffee. I can smell the vanilla. I smell that sweet milk. That milk. The bits of ale are there. I'd have to say that sweetness of milk is probably both white chocolate and the milk sugar. Let's have a pour. Okay. It's pretty fizzy. Not too light. Kind of dark. Well, not dark, but it's a lot darker than I was expecting. There's the white chocolate. Ooh. Smells like a really good candy bar. And it tastes like a subtle candy bar. Candy beer. smooth, refreshing. Got a nice aftertaste of that cold brew coffee by White Pines. Going down, it's just like a sweet ale. It's really cold. The mug was really cold, so that kind of makes it harder to grasp the flavor. But for as sweet as it smells, with all the flavors that you could capture as you're smelling it, everything is very light. And I feel like the ale is the key component, which is really nice. And then the coffee flavor is kind of there, but it's more so there after you're done. So that aftertaste, you'll really get the coffee, and then will come more of the other flavors. Already I could answer for sure. I could see myself actually wanting to buy this again, even for its low alcohol content. I'm enjoying the low IBUs. There's absolutely no bitter, no plant, no nothing. You only get what it says on the can, and no like crazy flavoring and earth tones. It just tastes like a sweet beer that's probably gonna have a little bit of pick-me-up from the caffeine and coffee, from the coffee. So I would definitely buy it again if it was in 6-pack form. I would definitely not get a 4-pack. And it would have to be a 6-pack of pints at 5%. If they put it in 12-ounce bottles, I couldn't really bring myself to it unless I just had the money to spend. And I was like, sure, why not? Because I'd like other people to definitely try this beer. And it opens me up to want to try more Blondie style beers. Like, it's a good chuggable beer. Like, I just, for whatever reason, I enjoy drinking it. That was nice. It's a nice change. Because it still has that, like, cream. And it does say it in its little description, thick, right? A thick blonde ale. So that really stands out too, for how golden and kind of translucent. It still has that thickness to it. I wouldn't say creamy, because then I would say the white chocolate would probably stand out more, but thick, meaning not watery, just not light. So I would say it's definitely a good beer. Rochester Mills Beer Co., part of the milkshake series. Blondie, extremely good. Yes, it is. Yum, yum, yums. I enjoyed it. All right. Now this is something. This is, if you've ever had dragon's milk, whew, then you know this isn't to toy around with. So now I'm not too sure if the Best Buy was $5.17.19 or if it was bottled $5.17.19. There's a $15.57, so I'm thinking it was canned. $5.17.19 was at $3.57. Alright, I know I read some of it. So we got Dragon's Milk White, alcohol 6%, smooth, creamy, legendary. Proudly brewed in Holland, Michigan. Ooh, excuse me. Ain't gonna lie, I've had this. I believe it was in a 6-pack. And I enjoyed it. But let's see how it tastes. I can smell bits of the vanilla. But I really am just getting a lot of the carbonation. Bit much. Definitely thick. It's a bit darker and a lot hazier than the last Blondie. I mean, wow. That is. That's wonderful. So you get that oak, that barrel. You get low tones of the bourbon. But I smell so much vanilla, straight vanilla bean, and creaminess. I'm salivating. I gotta drink it. good. It's wonderful. I just can't put words to it. Because it's so much different than that one. You get, excuse me, my foot's itchy. I try to fight it. Okay. So compared to all the other dragon milks, it's a 6%. Typically, they're around 10, 11%. So I do feel this like a little bit of an inconsistency in the flavor. There's like a little bit of kind of watery lightness to it. For when it, you know, it looks so cloudy, it was so hazy looking. I feel like it's definitely overcarbonated because I feel like the head makes it seem like it's going to be a little more creamy, and I take from the other dragon milks for them when they're so alcohol extreme. They're heavy, they're thick, and a lot of flavor. I would feel like the percentage where it loses 4%, I feel like it loses 40% in the beer. Now, this isn't saying anything negative to the beer, it's just when you have those others that stay very consistent with their alcohol level and flavor, their quality. I feel like a little bit of quality was left out on this. Now I know a lot of you would be like, well, you're drinking, you know, a 7, 8, damn near 9-month-old beer. And I'll tell you, there are a little bit of difference. But it's not bitter by any means. There is a sweetness. It is refreshing. But as a bourbon barrel aged, do I get that feeling that I am drinking a bourbon barrel aged? No. I feel like I have more burp issues than I do anything else. When I think dragon's milk, I think kick in the face. You know, you're only going to drink a few of those and probably call it a night. This is something, yes, I'm going to be able to drink the whole 6-pack. I'll enjoy it. I'll eventually, by that 6th beer, probably get to where I need to be, and we're good. But I'm just saying there's lacking of flavor. It's very carbonated. And, you know, a little lackluster. Is it a good beer? Yeah. And I suggest you try it for yourself and you tell me. Dragon's Milk is a great line of beer. And I know my taste buds might be affected from the previous beer, which is very much awesome in quality as well. But I'm looking for a little stronger, and I know that I know that breweries could pull it off because breweries have pulled it off. Rochester, with a couple of them that we've tried so far in these 9 episodes, have been very flavorful and then very not so flavorful. All in all, still a really amazing good beer, but inconsistencies. And that's not what I'm looking for on Beer Quest. I am looking for a beer that I'm going to be able to buy every day. That I know every time I drink it, that's what it tastes like. It's an understanding of why people drink the same beer every day. But I don't want to drink typical. Because that typical domestic shit is not... It's not enjoyable. It's beer. It's drinkable. And some people like it. And I fall into the category of people that don't like it. Which is why this show was even created. So, to wrap it up, would I buy this again? Yeah. Because when you drink it fresh, within, looking at the date and making sure it's within the month, I believe that the flavors stand out, the vanilla, the sweetness. I think that it stands out a little more, and all in all is a very enjoyable beer. But I think going on 9 months has probably killed something like this. And I can't hate on Dragon's Milk. I would probably buy it again. I always think about it when I'm there at the beer store. But it's a specific beer store. So if it's I'm at this specific beer store again and they don't have something that I can't even save face, because when I walk into a place, I'm going to buy something. So if they have nothing brand new, I could see myself getting that. If they have nothing that I could settle on, I'd be like, well, you know what? We could always redo the review with some fresh Dragon's Milk White. I am Yogi Diesel. This has been another episode of Beer Quest. I hope you enjoy. Go ahead and do whatever you want.